EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. But tonight, it's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
Ready. Ready.
First play, and Young is going to throw it. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long. To throw, Young. Oh, his first throw of the game, gonna be intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker, and this one will be brought back to the 22.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
After the interception, here's Watson. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. On second down, Young. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Third down and 10. Young to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That third down conversion good for 23. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. They'll go again here with Akers. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Third and 5. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And this will not be enough. On third and 5, he only gets 3. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Young now from the 50. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, a few yards shy of the line to gain. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
From the gun, here's Watson. Pitch and catch to Moreau, the tight end. That one a first down pickup of 8. run with Harris out of the shotgun. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Watson. Flushed out right. And incomplete on the deep ball. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Yeah, look at this Baltimore defense. Now, they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Ravens.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, this defense for the Ravens very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Kwity Paye getting in there and burying him behind the line. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. "44-yard punt, return of 9. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Opposite, green. Hey, go Fury. Hunt, hunt.
A give up the middle to Akers. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45.
Ready,
It's a
set.
7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Set.
Going right back to Akers. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Here we go.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Here is Young. That is caught. And he will have a Ravens first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Cam Akers hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Bengals 3.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Watson changing the play. To throw is Watson on 1st down. He gets it complete to Harris. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Harris running straight ahead. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Damian Harris, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. And oh, it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. And after all that, they are set up in unbelievable field position. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
That throw by Young incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Young from the shotgun. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Oh, good move. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Out to the left. That's where the tight end Moreau is. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Off of play action, it's Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. B.J. Ojulari getting in there and dropping him.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut? Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Partner, I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it, but it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
3rd down, Young from the gun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On the set. Blue. Ready.
Now a first down throw for Young. Complete. Jefferson the target. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Let's go.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
Green jack. Drill green. Yellow.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Claws red. Set.
2nd down, Young. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. On the handoff, running left is Akers. Pushes past him, and he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Okay, ready?
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Young to throw on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it but come up empty, and the Bengals will get the football back. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done, so I think going for it there was the right call.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 4. Out of the gun, Watson. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They'll run on 1st down. Easily. And here he'll get it down to the 7. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals are once again back in front. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Ready.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us, or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation? Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Sanders on for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Come on, set.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes...
Now the ball comes loose, and the Bengals grab it, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And able to get this to the 31. From the 31, here's 2nd down and 8. Now it's Watson. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Now Watson. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. 2nd and 10. Watson. And that'll be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
That's 31.
On the give, this is Harris. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. And now they're in the hurry up. On 1st and 10, Watson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Here we go. Here we go.
Following the interception, Young. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Tutu Atwell, 77 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And this one caught downfield by Evans. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 33 yards that time. Watson now to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, 24. The 28-yard line.
To the air yet again, Watson. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now Harris. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Damian Harris, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll...
And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And Young's throw there incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 20. Line as he's dropped at the 23.
Set. Red, cycle. Ready.
Young on first down. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. A first down throw for Young. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. They'll try the right side with Harris. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Damian Harris, 48 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And just shedding him off there. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Let's go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs and here a loss of yardage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing, Young. Akers back-to-back catches. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They'll run for it with Akers. Oh, and he's going to be stopped up right at that unofficial yellow line, but I do believe he got the 2 yards. Yes, confirmed by the referee. It's a first down. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Off the play fake, Young. And my goodness, another interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bengals are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 129 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. 2nd down and 4.
At the 28-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw is Watson. He's got a man, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal. 50-yard attempt.
The kick by Sanders is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Young off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. And that'll be complete to Dillon. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. And quickly they get to the line. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Harris. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Back to throw, Watson. He hits Adams complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Deshaun Watson, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
There he goes right side. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Got it.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action. Young. They'll roll him out right.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run here with Dillon. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Again, it'll be Dillon. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. Young with it, 3rd and goal. And now here is another interception. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. But it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
Airing this one out for Evans. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Mike Evans, 74 yards. And the Bengals continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Now, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
That throw by Young incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
And here comes a return from a few steps. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. Now a give. Running left is Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He'll buy some time right. That is caught. Touchdown. Davante Adams with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bengals have got it on cruise control. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Okay, right.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Looking to throw, Young. And one more time, here's Kirk. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down. Now Young going to move him around. Now Young on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And now here is another interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. Shifts by him. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 137 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Now White with a 1st down throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. On the return, Williams. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about. And, my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Left side, and he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Here's 2nd and 3. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And they get Jack Conklin there, the right tackle. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Now White. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Sanders' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
It's a loss of a yard. And
Right
it's
through.
3rd down.
Ready?
Young on third down. Flush to his right. It got his man. Complete. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
Black shot.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Young to throw it. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Pass taken in by his big tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Ravens.
Young looks to throw on first down. His throw incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
They'll throw again. Young. And that is incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. To the air once more, Young. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And shedding through the tackle. And they showed off a nice juke of the defender, but the next wave there to bring him down. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. One last shot for Young. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. This is caught out in the right flat. And he gets into the end zone. We'll give him credit. They're not going to take this deficit lying down. They get 2 closer here on the fake extra point.